welcome to 2024 camping season. Hello friends, Sean with Boondocking with the Boyers, headed out for our first camping video. Not our first camping trip. 2 weeks ago we went to Findlay State Park and it rained the entire weekend. It was an absolute washout, so didn't even get any video. I took a few clips, but it wasn't worth anything. It was just us sitting around in the rain. It rained the entire weekend. So not good content quality there, but hey, we weren't at home, we weren't at work. It is Memorial Day weekend, big weekend for RVers, a bunch of RVers on the road. As usual, I am headed in front of the family while Brady does a full day of work and I had the day off, en route to East Harbor State Park. We didn't camp at East Harbor at all last year, which is kind of odd for us. Excuse me, some lady just locked up the brakes right in front of me and not realizing an RV's behind her. Anyway, jeez, thank God for trailer brakes. That cost me some gas. All right, continuing on. Headed to East Harbor State Park. We didn't go last year for some reason. Did a couple events and other things. But we're happy to go back this year. We got us a full hookup site on Memorial Day weekend, so we're happy about that. Decided to go camping. Unfortunately, got some sad news this morning. A good RV friend of ours, we've only known him through RVing, and it's only been a couple years that we've known him. Jim O'Connor. You may remember Jim if you see my video or Those Who Glad Together, Living on the Wedge, and Glam Fam Campers. We did Tour the Donut last year, and Jim joined us, and we met Jim 2 years ago at Meetup on Mohican. Super nice guy. Jim, unfortunately, sadly, passed away from cancer. I think we got the news sometime in December. All we didn't know was it was stage 4 cancer. It was very aggressive, and it clearly was very aggressive. We lost him this morning, very sad. Super nice guy, salt of the earth. Cancer is just a very ugly disease. Jim was in good spirits, Christian guy, in absolute outstanding physical health, like me, a triathlete, but he was in a lot better shape than I am. And it's senseless what cancer does to people. So if you go through, watch the video, and have a word, thought, some prayers for Jim and his lovely wife Magda and their children as they suffer through this difficult time. That's that. Once I get to the site tonight, I'm gonna open up a nice cold Fat Tire beer, because that's what Jim and I like to drink, Fat Tire Ale. All right, continuing on to East Harbor State Park, and I will check in when we get there. We'll be back. Hello, sir. You checking me in? All right. I don't remember my site number. No. No. I can pull over and look it up.
No, you don't need to pull over. What's the last name?
Bouyer. Boyer. Welcome back, friends. Good Friday morning from East Harbor State Park. Beautiful, nice sunny day here. Didn't do much vlogging last night. I got set up and was by myself and just kind of relaxed and went to bed and starting the day off fresh today. Wife and daughter and dog should be up in a couple hours or so. waiting for them to arrive. So I'm just kind of hanging out in the meantime. So until then, they get here, I'm just kind of hanging out. Going to make myself some breakfast here soon. For that though, I will show you our site. We are at site C28, C Loop at East Harbor State Park. This is a full hookup pull-through. So as I mentioned, this is site C28 on C Loop here at East Harbor State Park. This is a pull-through full hookup. Kind of narrow, understanding that East Harbor is a pretty old state park. So I'll take that in consideration. But otherwise, a nice decent site, nice and level, and a nice long pad. So I can have the truck in front and Brandy can park her Jeep behind the RV. Get the kayaks ready to go. Brought my road bike and my indoor trainer to get some cycling in. I have a triathlon coming up in 2 weeks. We have a light camping season this year because I'm doing a couple races, so I'm spending a lot of time training for that. First race is in 2 weeks. I've been training pretty consistently, but I'm still kind of nervous. We'll see how it goes. So hopefully I can get over to Top Island, do some cycling over there, or if the weather changes or if there's issues with road traffic, I brought the indoor trainer so I can do virtual training. And there's my cycling jersey. Blackstone setup. No longer using the prep, serve, and store kit anymore. That just didn't work out as well as I liked. It was a nice little setup there, but for what it cost and for how cheaply it was made, I was a little disappointed. But we got the Blackstone and we got the GMG smoker. Don't know what's going on in the smoke yet. We're still going to talk about that. Could be some 321 ribs, could be a flank. Not going to be a brisket. Might do a pork tenderloin. We still don't know yet, so something that we're working on. Outdoor kitchen. Y'all have seen that before. Nothing new there. And here's our other side with our full hookup. We've got water. Don't have a filter on right now because my filter was pretty much plugged up. It's filtered all the bad stuff out, so I got to get a replacement filter today. So I just plugged in water for now because we needed water. And got the Stinky Slinky hooked up. Had to get a new one this year. The old one lasted good 3 years. So started getting little pinholes in it, and yeah, that was kind of nasty. So got a brand new sewer hose. Nice grassy side. There's a lot of ruts in a lot of the sites, so you can see that. Like I said, East Harbor is an older state park, and you know, back then people were camping in 15, 20-foot trailers or pop-ups, and now you got big rigs coming through. It's kind of difficult to get in sometimes, so that is understandable. Something else I want to show you guys. I got Brandy a Christmas present last year. Check this thing out. This is a Ryobi battery-operated misting fan. So the battery is charging right now, but you fill this little bucket with water, and that little hose right there draws water out of the bucket, out of a 5-gallon bucket, and it'll give you a mist. You can use the fan only, or you can have a mist coming on you. So on a nice hot day, that's going to be really refreshing. You can adjust the angle of it as well. So that was a Christmas present for the Dane. I think I might be hijacking that thing. We're excited to see how this works out. So once the battery gets charged up a little bit later, we'll get it going, and we'll do a test and review of it. I'll show you the box it came in. Ryobi product, so it's from Home Depot. It was a battery included. I think it was like 70 bucks or so. That sounds about right. So that's that. And nice beautiful oak tree right dead center of our site. So we got a little bit of shade there. And this is our site. Hanging out till the dame and the child and the dog arrive. Probably make myself a breakfast sandwich. I'm going to do my version of a sausage McMuffin with egg. We'll see how it comes out. Alright guys, we'll be back. Breakfast time to get this day started. So I'm going to do my own little twist on a sausage McMuffin with egg. I'm going to smash a sausage patty. See how that comes out. And throw a slice of cheddar on there. And get a hash brown patty with a Thomas's English muffin. So we'll see how this comes out. Alright, let's see. Find me a fork here and a little bit of ketchup. Let's see how my take on a sausage egg McMuffin comes out. First I'm gonna have a little bit of this hash brown patty. Try out my take on Thomas's English muffin. Just one scrambled egg, sausage patty, and cheddar cheese. Pretty good. I'm pleased. All right, I'm going to finish this. Y'all don't need to watch the whole thing. We'll be back. Well, just finished up breakfast, washed my dishes, got the Blackstone all cleaned up, and now I am just chillaxing until the family gets here and the chaos begins. Because there's always chaos when we're boondocking with the Boyers. So kind of just hanging out till they arrive. And in the meantime, I'm going to have a nice cold one, a fat tire, in honor of our good friend, Jim O'Connor. You rest easy, buddy. We miss you. So the family's arrived and we're just hanging out. It's a beautiful afternoon here at East Harbor State Park. So we just been relaxing and hanging out. So getting prepped for dinner, and like we normally do on Friday nights, it's gonna be a smash burger night. Okay guys, so stay tuned for smash burgers. We'll be back.
You're with the $100 one, but I got a big vacation coming up.
So Friday night dinner, typical always success. It's traditionally smash burgers. Lisa is camping with us this weekend and she gifted me with this. Look at that, a brand new bottle. Perfect timing because my other bottle's empty right now. So thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome, honey.
So I got me a brand new bottle of Envy. I don't have ice, but I'll figure out something. That's it for tonight, and blooper reel. That's it for tonight. We don't have anything planned other than just hanging out, probably a campfire. All right, we'll be back. So good Saturday morning here from East Harbor State Park. Hope you enjoyed that beautiful sunrise I was able to catch before the cloud cover takes over. Rain is in the forecast today. We'll see if it happens or not. 70-some% chance. I'm up early, headed out to go do a little bike ride. It's about 6:15 a.m. The family, of course, is still in bed. I'm going to head over to Catawba Island State Park. There's actually a bike lane on that road there. When I'm out of town, I don't like to ride on roadways that don't have bike lanes, just for safety reasons, if I'm not familiar with the area and people don't know who I am and things like that. We got ducks in the road. Hang on. Stand by, y'all. Come on. Go up. Come on. Come on. Go. Go. Okay, sorry about the interruption. There were some geese and baby geese. Are those called goslings? Goslings? I don't know for sure. They were stuck in a roadway, so I had to kind of help them get across. Anyway, headed to Catawba Island State Park to go do a bike ride. I think I mentioned that when I'm in an unfamiliar area and not close to home, I don't like to ride on the roadways. So I'll bring my bike trainer, or I'll find an actual roadway that has a bike lane, and they have one there over on Catawba. It's a short loop, only 9 miles. Maybe I'll do it twice. We'll see how I feel and if I can meet this rain that's coming. So there we are. And I will check in once I get there. We'll be back. So I pulled up at Catawba Island, and as soon as I got set up, pulled the bike out, it poured down rain. The rain has moved away now, and the sun's come out, and right now it's beautiful, but of course the roads are still damp. Actually, the roads are still wet. A lot of boaters coming in and out. I'm just going to stay out of their way and not ride on wet roads. So I'll figure out something else, or I'll come back tomorrow, maybe later tonight. We will see, but my bike ride got ruined. But it's okay. I'll figure something else out. I guess it's time to go back and maybe make breakfast for the family. All right, guys. We'll be back. So the ladies are spending their day at Kelly's Island while Heidi, the German Shepherd dog, and I are just hanging out here at the campsite. So I am just relaxing to the max right now. Once the afternoon sun comes overhead, I will probably hook up my Cyclops indoor trainer, do a virtual bike ride since I wasn't able to ride this morning over at Catawba with the rain. It's actually beautiful now. It would be a great time to go, but of course the ladies had to leave. Anyway, so I'll do a virtual ride, maybe. Depends how I feel. Once the sun pops overhead, I can use my awning for cover. And then I'll get myself cleaned up, and then we'll see what's going on for dinner tonight. Might be throwing something on the Green Mountain Grill smoker. I hadn't decided for sure yet. We'll have to wait and find out. All right, guys. We'll be back. In the meantime, I'm just cooling out, having me a nice cold fat tire. Got some ice cubes chilling in the freezer right now, and this evening I'm going to have me a pour, or maybe a couple pours, of my brand new bottle of Angel's Envy. All right, guys. See you. So as I was making breakfast, the neighbor came over and they were having problems with their vehicle. Needed a jump start, and he asked if I had any cables. I told him I have a jump pack, so I carry this thing in our RV toolkit. I got this from AutoZone. You just charge it up, it'll jump a 12-volt battery. It's got a little light on it if you're at nighttime to help see you through. It's got a USB port that plugs in, and it'll get you on your way if you find yourself in a situation. So, good piece of equipment to have in your RV toolkit. They sell them at all different places: Harbor Freight, AutoZone. I got this one at AutoZone. They're under $100 and they're good to have in the event of emergency. Coincidentally, Lisa was having problems with her battery as well this weekend, so this came to the rescue again. A full charge holds a good while. I charge at least once a month, but just this weekend it's jumped 2 batteries with no problem. So good piece to have. So now I am headed to drop the kayaks off at the boat ramp, so Brandy and Lisa can go for a little paddle for a couple hours, and then once I drop those off to them, I'm going to come back and do a virtual training ride on my indoor trainer that I've been talking about, and I'll show you guys how that system works. So we just run to the boat ramp real quick and we'll be back. Well, it's a windy day, but they're on their way. We'll see how long they last out there. And they get their life jackets on. So. All right. I'm gonna let them be at it. I'm gonna go back on my way. All right, so I got the girls off in the water, so now it's time for me to do my virtual training ride. I'm gonna show you my setup. So this is my road bike. I have a road bike, a commuter bike, a mountain bike, and a triathlon bike. This is my road bike. I've had this for a few years. So in lieu of riding out on the roads when I'm camping or traveling on a hotel room or something, this is what's called a smart trainer. This is a Cycleops Magna Smart Trainer. What this does, this simulates riding outdoors, kind of like a hamster wheel if you picture that. But this is called a smart trainer. What it will do, whatever software program you're using, it'll mimic what's going on the screen. So if you're climbing up a hill or something, it will add resistance to the rear roller, so it actually feels like you're going uphill. So it kind of makes it as realistic as possible. Not the same as the real thing, but it adds just a little bit of realism. So that way, if you're just riding on this thing, spinning around in circles, not looking at anything, it gets boring. So it just makes it a little more interesting. So get that connected. The reason the tire is yellow, because you have to have a special tire to use on a roller type trainer. This is a roller trainer. The one I have at home is a direct drive trainer that mounts directly to your cassette here, and that's even more realistic. But it's a big bulky system and it doesn't work well with camping and portability. But that's why the yellow tire is on, because a regular rubber tire will burn out just from hitting that roller constantly over and over again. So let me show you the software setup. I'm on the screen right now. There's a little bit of glare, so it might be hard to see. But it's got it queued up. Got my heart rate connected. Got the trainer connected and the cadence sensor connected. All I got to do is start the software. Now, what's nice about this program I'm using, it's called Full Gas. With Full Gas, you don't need a constant Wi-Fi or internet signal to stream. You can download your routes onto your hard drive and pick them back up later. With other programs like Zwift and Ruby and a couple others, you have to have a good internet signal, to be able to use it off-site. But with Full Gas, you can actually download the rides. It'll stay in the server, and once you hit a signal, it'll automatically upload the ride data for you. So that's a nice system. So I just got connected to my MacBook, which through an HDMI cable to my TV, and I got a fan here to keep me cool. That Roby fan I talked to you about. Don't have the Mister connected. If I need it, I can always add that. And I got my cell phone there while Brandy's out kayaking. I can listen to some music on my headphones, and that's that. Trying to show you a little video. There's a lot of glare, so hopefully it comes up. You'll see some on the screen. But I am riding the Ironman Florida course today. See if I can get 15 or 20 miles of that course in while they're kayaking. If not, I'll come back. I can pause it and finish. All right, so here we go. So right now I'm hitting the first climb, and it's difficult for me to pedal because the trainer is adding resistance. Maybe I'll show you a picture of what the hill looks like and show you how it's virtual. So I crested the hill, and now I'm on the downgrade, and just like in real life, it's a lot easier to pedal right now. .54 miles in. See if I can make it to 20. So, 9.54 miles into my ride, Brady texts me, goes, okay, you can come pick us up now. So I had to pause the ride to go pick them and the kayaks up. And then I can go back and then hopefully get finished. That's how it goes sometimes. Hey, at least I'm not sitting down anymore. We'll be back. Alright friends, well that's all done. So according to Full Gas, I rode 30.26 miles, climbed 200 feet of elevation, 1 hour 31 minutes 14 seconds of moving time, power output was 190 watts, average speed was 19.9 miles per hour with 1,038 calories burned. So I feel a little bit better. I got some work in today instead of sitting around all weekend at the campground. So got some work done. So now I'm going to have a shower and ruin it all with the cold beer. All right, guys. We'll be back.
Ow. I turned over and I hit my tooth on this. It kind of hurts. Ow.
So like it does on a lot of camping weekends, it's pouring down rain here at East Harbor. Excuse our messy bedroom. The dame would probably be horribly upset if she knew I was recording in here. She probably hears.
I can hear you.
See, she can hear me. Anyway, I was going to put something on the smoker today. Then we saw the forecast and I was like, oh, we'll try it and maybe we won't. Then we decided last minute not to. It's a good idea because it just probably would have gotten ruined, or I would have been standing outside in the rain trying to manage a cook on the smoker. So we are going to eat out tonight on our last night here. There's a nice place down the road. Crow's Nest?
Yes.
It's called Crow's Nest. Good pizza. They had a really good garlicky type, I think it was a Betty salad. But I think we're having fish. The wife and I are going to have fish, and I think the kid is going to have French onion soup because she's weird like that. Right, Stella?
He just called you weird, Stella. I think she's got her headphones on.
All right, she's not paying attention anyway. So we're waiting for the rain to at least lighten up a little bit. It's not supposed to stop till like 8:39, but it'll lighten up, and then Brandy and I are going to flip a coin to see who goes gets dinner.
You are.
Oh, jeez. Well, you heard that. I guess I lost that battle. So that's all we're doing for now, just letting the rain pass by, and then we're going to get us some dinner. And then I got some nice ice cubes freezing in the freezer right now, and once things calm down, I'm going to have me a 2-finger pour of Angel's Envy to kind of close out my weekend. Alright guys, we'll check back in with you soon and we'll be back. So it's dinner time, and I'm not going to put her mean face on here. It's dinner time, and the wife sent me out in the pouring down rain to go get dinner. But we went to Cleats down in Marblehead. It's off one of the marinas down there, a small little restaurant. We ordered online, and we both got fish. She got a perch sandwich, and I got the walleye sandwich. And I'm about to dig in. Got some coleslaw, some fries with it, and I got myself a nice cold Fat Tire beer. So I'm about to dig in. So the fish fillet doesn't actually fit the bun, it's oversized, but I'm alright with that. Actually, there's no turner on that. I'm gonna put a smidget of tartar on the edge.
You do that.
Hmm?
You do that. You're cut off.
I done spilt my beer.
Oh, hopefully I didn't get messed up.
Dude! What do you mean I'm cut off? That was one sip.
One sip too.
Just wait, just my ice cube be cold. I'm having Angel's
Oh, I can't
envy.
even hardly stand the smell of beer.
That's why you don't have to drink it. Well, after that minor little faux pas, fish is pretty good. Fries are crispy. Coleslaw. Everything's good. So, didn't make it to Crow's Nest tonight. Something was going on with their phone system, or we don't know what was happening, but their phone wasn't ringing. So we found a suitable backup, which is Cleat. So if you're ever at East Harbor and you don't feel like cooking, it's a Friday night, you arrive, or it's a pouring down rainy day, those are two good options. Totally recommend.
Goodbye, Father.
Here goes my family, leaving without me. Set up all the work. Guess that means I gotta start packing it up. Well, that's a wrap from Memorial Day weekend at East Harbor State Park. I'm hitched up and pulling out right now. Family went ahead and left ahead of time to kind of help me prepare, unload when I get back. A great family weekend, little bit of rain, not a big deal, we dealt with it. We like coming here. Brandy grew up around this area, so it's always a good family trip. We didn't make it last year for whatever reason, but came this year for Memorial Day weekend. So that's a wrap. Always remember, this video will be posted afterwards, of course, but always remember the real reason for Memorial Day is to remember the fallen and lest we forget. All right, friends, traveling back home. Hopefully the winds don't toss me around too much. I get a little nervous. I'm just gonna go take it easy and get there as safe as I can. More trips coming up, so stay tuned for those. And like I always say, until next time, we'll be back. Safe travels, everyone. Well, I had my breakfast, sausage, egg muffin. That's it for tonight, blooper reel. That's it for tonight. We don't have it. Well, good Saturday morning here from East Harbor State Park. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful sunrise before the cloud cover takes over. Very early, it's about 6:15 in the morning. I'm getting up early to go do my little